Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat, mga kaibigan. Good morning. Isang maikling mensahe na ang tanging hangad ay maghatid lamang ng kahit konting saya, konting liwanag at inspirasyon sa iyong araw. Sa mga nakaraang mga linggo, couple of weeks ago, I received this text messages from friends, some from church, asking about my personal stand about this Sogie Bill. Right? And I was like, well, I don't have any. I was waiting for an official statement from the authorities or church people. But anyway, here's my take on this very controversial subject reluctantly, right? Now, I need to let you know that this is not a deep analysis. This is not a research paper about the subject, but a simple man's opinion. Okay? Again, opinion lamang po ito, mga kaibigan. Now, I understand. Itong mga square nagtatakbuhan dito eh. Nalikod ko eh. Ginugulo ako. Okay, I understand, mga kaibigan, na this is a very sensitive and touchy issue to talk about. But I can promise you that I don't have any intention of being hateful and harmful by any means, but simply trying to respond to questions and react to those very vocal, opinionated individuals, especially coming from the political arena, and mind you, some from the religious sector. Okay? So, I'm coming with love. So, here's my premise. We are all human beings. That being said, that means that you and I are all entitled to decency, civility, and respect, regardless of our differences and our beliefs, right? I totally and absolutely believe that respecting one another is crucial, because this is fundamental. Fundamental ito, mga kaibigan. Kung wala ito, walang society. This is universal law we cannot live without. Okay? So going back to the bill, now I see that the very fundamental principle of this proposed bill is identity based on feelings and not on facts. Now, the notion of trying to pass a law or to even implement a law in the notion of feelings is absolutely ridiculous and unacceptable. Okay? Now, to be really honest and direct, we all know that the bathroom issue is the least of our concern because there are several provisions in this proposed bill that is totally out of line. It's absolutely, as I've said, ridiculous. It is unacceptable, unthinkable, terrible. But I'm not going to focus on that today. Maybe if I get a chance on the next video. Okay, going back to gender identity. How do we identify sex orientation? Male and female, a boy and a girl, a mother and a father. What are the parameters to conclude one's sex orientations? Now, I know this is shallow, corny, to the extent very elementary, but I don't know of any other way. So just bear with me. Say a baby is born. How would we know that this baby is either a boy or a girl? Well, do I really have to need to elaborate the obvious? I don't have to, right? Because you know. Now, if you know of any other way, call me, let me know. Just imagine this. After thousands of, of years of human history, right? Great civilizations rise and fall. Now we are living in the 21st century. Our technology is far more advanced, far more superior, more than ever before. But hear me, in all of our sophistications, the method remains the same. The only way to identify gender is physiology. It is visual. It is practical. It is actual. So, as far as science is concerned, it is still the only way and the most logical approach to gender identity. Now, okay, hear me. I know and I understand that there are intersex intersex people. They are gifted with a natural bodily variations. However, science still says that they can identify the dominant composition and bodily function, the functionality of that certain body. Either it is a boy or a girl, female or male. So again, it boils down to who and what you are according to your gender at the time of your birth, not after that supposedly dramatic moment of discovery of your person. Okay? Which you claim, many claim emphatically. But it doesn't really change the fact of your actual biological gender, your actual gender. However, whatever you feel and believe you are, it's none of my business. Okay? Not until you force that on the majority. Okay? Now, I believe that the majority of the 7.7 billion people in the world believe in God because only fools believe that there is no God. Okay? They believe in God. They follow Him. They hear His words. And this God and God is the only utmost authority on this subject. So who God says you are, not what not I say I am. Again, who God says you are, not I say I am. That makes sense? Now, God says we are male and female. Male and female created He them and blessed them. Now, remember that. God blessed them, both male and the female were created equal as persons, but distinct in gender, distinct in sexuality. That's it. Now, if we are to ask the major religious sector in the world, major religion in the world, would agree that there are only two forms of sex. There are only two sex forms, male and female. Now, if you are to maybe ask the LGBTQ community, would even agree that they know their biological designation. They know that they are biologically male and biologically female. That's why many of them claim on the basis of feelings. But we cannot make a law out of feelings. It must be supported by facts, right? So back to the bill. So, so is it wise? Is it proper? Is it ethical for a supposedly transgender male who feels he is a woman trapped inside his man's body to use a public female bathroom communally? That is the point I would like to highlight on that. I would like to emphasize that communally, like together, like at the same time, like you and me, like now in the one place, communally together. I don't. I really don't think so. Okay, maybe it is more acceptable or suitable if we do a time sharing bathroom. I'm just kidding around, but I think it is more acceptable to the majority, I guess, right? To have a time sharing bathroom, say 7 to 8 for female, 8 to 9 for transgender. Well, I'm not trying to make a joke out of this, but there are more sensible and acceptable ways to do it, right? I am not coaching anyone. I'm just telling you that this is ridiculous for a bathroom to be used communally, public female bathroom to be used by everyone. Why? Why not real men? Right? Why not allow everybody to use it? Take all the names. But the fact of the matter is, there is male and female. We have different needs. We have different ways. That's the reason. Okay? These are my dogs. They're excited. Okay? So, the fact that it is a female's bathroom should disqualify or eliminate any male, strong male, manly male, effeminate male, weak male, from using it communally. Right? So are we, or is it discrimination not to allow a transgender male to use a female's bathroom? I really don't think so, because discrimination only happens, okay, when you are entitled to something and yet you are denied of your rights. But there is no rights violation here. So my conclusion is this bill is simply very divisive. It is deceptive. It must not be passed to law. So again, boys must use the male's bathroom. Period. End of the story. So long, my friends.